Hello and welcome to Auctions Plus LiveAssess, the new crush-side data capture app to make your assessments more efficient both on farm and in assessment entry. Please pause this video now and download LiveAssess off the QR code on the screen. Now we've done that, please hit the share button down the bottom middle, and from there we're going to click Add to Home Screen. This will then allow you to add LiveAssess as an app on your phone. We're now going to go into the LiveAssess app, log in with your Auctions Plus email or user code and your Auctions Plus password. Here we're going through the app. Home screen will say past and recent assessments. We'll have a look at the templates. Here you can set up a template if you're always doing, say, Angus cattle or merino sheep. Set up a template there, and we'll also see our linked vendors on our Auctions Plus account. Now we're going to create a new assessment. We can do this in the app when we're in the office or when we get farm side, crush side. So we'll call these court start cattle and we'll put the date in there and choose the commodity cattle. Here we can choose those templates if we're always doing the same on farm, or we're going to go, or we can create a new assessment, or we will continue without a template. So we're going to choose to use the data entry here. What we're going to select crush side, so we're going to have a look at their weight. We've got two different breeds today, so we're going to enter them in. And then we're going to also look at steers and heifers. And we're actually going to look at drafting them two ways. Look at their fat depth, and we'll select their horn, crush, temperament. You don't have to select all five, just the ones that you know will be coming through the draft. Notable traits, and then down to draft. As I said, we'll draft them two ways. Here, common traits is if it's always going to be female or male, or if you know that they're all a certain thing. Individual is what we're selecting for on each animal. Here you can use the two bars on the left to drag them up or down and select which sort of order we're going to enter the data in. And here we're just looking over, making sure we're happy with how everything's looking. Common traits, all steers and heifers. Right, now we're crush side, and we're going to have animal one walk into the crush, capture its weight, fat depth, and then we're going to look at its different data entries, crush temperament, notable traits here. We'll put this one in as pink eye, and then on each animal, if you wish, you can take a photo of that individual trait, and that will be an assessment entry later. So from there, we'll go to animal 2, punch in its weight, its fat depth, look at its breed, change its horn status, crush temperament if you wish, and the draft. So here I'm just looking at drafting them two ways. Heifers one way, steers the other. As you can see how quick it is to enter that data as opposed to when you're doing it on the sheet of paper and you're capturing all these points which you upload into the assessment at a later date. They're the insight summary. You know, if you're doing a mob of sheep, they could be useful to select how much of percentage you're doing and when you might want to stop, but you also could be curious of where the average is sitting as you go along. So once we're finished with the assessment, we have a look at the insights. We're happy with that. As it automatically goes to the next animal, we'll just delete that animal and finish. And here we're going to take the photos at the end of the assessment on our phone. We'll utilise that photo. And now I'm just going to show you if we're out of reception, didn't have service now, what would happen. We go to submit and finish. It's saved, but it has not been linked to the assessment. So I'll hit done. And you'll see there sync data. So once we come back into service or going through a town, go back to that cog, sync data, and then that's up into assessment entry. And from here, we're going to show you in another video that assessment entry, and there's a review of what we've just done.